Hi everybody, this is Evil Twin, putting together another video to show yet another hobby that I would like to indulge in. For about 5-6 years, for some reason, I've just wanted to own and learn how to operate a lathe. And I held out for a very long time. There was just nothing around me for sale that I could afford. But finally I found this one lathe. It was in a gentleman's basement. It was his father's, who used to actually use it to turn wood. He was a clockmaker, but he would turn wood on this metal lathe instead of metal. It's quite heavy. It was in his basement, and in the process of moving it out, it had slipped off the hand truck and broke the cover, which I was kind of upset about. And in the process of doing research on how I can fix this, how to weld cast iron together, I thought maybe I can cast a new piece, and that's how I discovered Backyard Foundry. And if you've seen my few other videos, you can understand why I got into that. It was all because of this broken piece, which I still have to figure out how to fix. I don't know if I just JB weld it or solder it, or braze it, not solder, braze it. But in any case, overall, other than the broken gear cover, it's in pretty good condition. I did clean it up a little bit. It was just caked with sawdust and oil in every nook and cranny. The only area that's questionable, and let me see if I can get a little bit closer, those dark spots, this is a little bit pitted over here, but the tailstock moves over this no problem, and that's kind of far back for me. Quite honestly, this is a very long lathe. I probably will never utilize the full length of this. I would have wanted a smaller one, but this is the only one that I found after 6 years. It's a Pick-O-Matic. It's a model that was before the quick change gearbox. This is some of the other parts of the lathe that came with it when I purchased it. Some of the stuff here, I kind of know what it is. This is part of a taper attachment, which is a quite expensive option on the lathe. I think I'm missing a part to it, but maybe I can cast it, maybe I can find it. I got a whole extra, all these gears to set the I guess your speed and the thread count. Some of this I'm not sure with a lot of these gears are for, but it's part of learning. I guess I'm glad I have them instead of trying to have to search for them. I always tend to get ahead of myself. I still have to get the lathe running and learn on it before I even get a milling machine. But I thought this milling attachment, which was in really nice condition, you attach it to the lathe, and then you can do some basic milling with it. So when I cast pieces, if I need to flatten out edges and make a nice level base, I can use this. I had mentioned that the previous owner's dad used to use it to turn wood, and it came with a lot of the wood turning tooling. I believe this is the rest for your tool. I'm not quite sure what this is. It has a point on the end. One last piece of the puzzle, the lathe did come with this old motor, and it runs quite smooth. Almost, I really can't even hear any vibration, feel any vibration. It's an old Westinghouse. It is quite heavy too. It's pretty solid. Just needs to be cleaned up and oiled. One thing that came with this, I thought that was really neat, was on the inside of that cover that I broke was this metal guide that you would turn, and it would tell you how to set up the gears for your threads per inch. You would put it on, let me see, we're getting a little bit of a glare. If you wanted 224 threads per inch, it would tell you the feed rate to position, the Pick-O-Matic lever position. So we did a lot of calculations for you. This is for the top part. This is called a lantern holder, and this would be for a boring bar. So to do knurling, this is puts a pattern on the metal, so it's easy to grip. Other various holders cut off. These are centered drills. I believe that's what they're called. It also came with this gear holder, which in these extra gears it seems to be missing one. I do need to build a workbench for this and set it up, but this is my lathe, an Atlas TH54 Pick-O-Matic.